There are certain things as girls we ask.
Yes.
And then you will say, no, I'm not comfortable with that.
As my partner?
Yes.
Okay. You want to go out?
Yes.
Without me?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going out and chances are I'm not telling you, like I'm not asking, I'm telling you, I'm going out and I'm going with a male bestie. And you say, no, you're not going there.
I know that male bestie. I've chilled with that male bestie.
I don't know, not so much.
But I know your relationship. Dude, I want you to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the relationship and outside the relationship. Remember, I fell in love with you. I went for you because you were yourself. You had a life before me. I want that life to continue. I don't want anything to, because now utlombora. Because now you're going to be on my neck. You're going to be on too much on my face.
With Kilani here on Something Brunchy, my love back. Before that was music coming from Sam Deep as well as Angelique Amos with Iskubu. It's 24 just after 10 on Something Brunchy, my love back. And as promised, you and I have a relationship expert. Can we call him that? I honestly don't know. The man is here. He's going to tell us all things relationships. And gents, a voice for you for Majita Monday this time around. We've got a man to come explain to us, the ladies, because clearly there's some miscommunication there. So please join in the conversation. The number is 012-382-4936. How do you explain to your girl, without sounding jealous or insecure or insensitive, that Ejo, I can't do this thing anymore? Let me know. Well, 012-382-4936. And when it comes to our brunch date, you and I are having a brunch date with Quanzah. He's unique for his niche. When it comes to relationships, we know him on TikTok as he talks about things. I remember I bumped into your TikTok one day, ne? And you were talking about how a man is supposed to treat a girl. And I was like, let me hear. And then you went on and you played music in the background. I'm like, oh, okay. So, Quincy, good morning and welcome to Something Brunchy.
Good morning, Lemo. How are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
Thank you for having me, man.
It's a pleasure. So I want to ask, ne?
Yes.
Do you treat your girl like that?
On TikTok. Everyone knows that.
Real life.
Manana. Eh?
Real life.
We are alive. Yes. So now, I can't put out what I'm not practicing. I have to practice what I preach. Because I don't want one day to someone coming back to me. Well, when I say someone, my person, to come back and say, but this is not what you preach on social media. Why are you treating me like this? I don't do that, man. I mean, what you see is what you get.
Really?
Yes. What you see is what you get.
I want to know from you, when you started to talk about relationships, but it's a tricky situation, eh?
Very, very.
What enabled you to say, okay, my niche is this one, and I'm going to talk about relationships?
I never decided.
Really?
I started, let me just take you back a bit. I joined TikTok in 2022.
All right.
I had an account, but my first video was literally on my birthday in 2022, on the 5th of April.
Oh, I'm 6th.
My mom 4th.
Oh.
Shout out.
Yay.
So I posted my first video then, and I was just chilling with a friend of mine, and he was just scrolling down TikTok. The thing is, I've had this account, but I wasn't using it because I wasn't really following. I didn't understand what TikTok was all about. I always saw these people dancing. I'm like, no, this is childish, man. So I posted my first video. I think after 24 hours, I was literally sitting on over 10,000 followers.
Yo.
And the video was on over 1.5, 2 million.
Do you remember what you're talking about, your first video?
I wasn't talking. The thing is, I started the relationship content last year.
Oh, okay.
Early last year. So I think at that time I was still trying to find my feet. Still trying to understand the app, how the effects work, how the editing works and everything. So I started just by posting everything except for dancing, because I can't dance to save my life.
You've got to left feet.
I can't. No, not really. I do have the rhythm.
Okay.
But the moves are
0.
The challenge is nah. That's why I always skip that part.
Oh,
so
excuse.
Yeah, so I started posting a few videos. I saw that my TikTok account was growing. And then last year I remember I had a phone pouch on. So I pretended to be talking to my partner. And at that time I didn't know that it was gonna be it was actually my niche. Or I was gonna follow that niche. I was just talking to my partner, telling her that, no, listen, I'm still at work, baby. Have you eaten? All the jazz. And I posted that. people started duetting that video. It went viral. So I was like, oh, okay. People seem to like this kind of content. Let me continue with this. From there, I know it just went skyrocket.
Doesn't get tiring.
Why?
About talking about love.
No.
That time.
How do you get love? How do you get tired of love?
Don't they hurt you? Q.
I've been hurt. I've also hurt.
Oh, you are boldly saying you've hurt.
I'm honest like that. I have hurt people. But I've learned from my mistakes. That's very important. But I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't go back there. Because in hurting someone else that you really love, you're also hurting yourself. Because when they leave you, what happens to you?
You're alone.
Exactly.
But sometimes I think you want to be alone. Maybe then constructive breakup.
Different strokes.
For different people.
Different strokes.
Okay.
I don't want to be alone. I have so much love to give, man.
Really?
I have so much love to give. And trust you me, what I put out on social media is literally 20% of the love that I give.
20?
I'm telling you.
You know what? Hold on to that thought. I want to hear when it comes to this 20%. Why 20? Why receiving 20? It is Any Man the Guitar on this one saying woo woo the owl sound Malafbag. It is exactly 28 actually before it hits 11 o'clock. At 11 you and I are heading over to the news desk, but before we even get there, gents, it's your hour dedicated to you, and I asked you to come and step into my office. The number is 012-382-4936. We've got can I call you a relationship expert? Oh, advisor.
You know, you'll get me into trouble because I don't have the qualification for it. I'm not accredited for it.
But you're the voice. What do they call this? Not the voice, the mouthpiece.
The mouthpiece.
Yes.
You can call me that.
The mouthpiece of relationships.
The voice of the voiceless.
Ooh. But gents, you don't have voices. Why?
I'm their voice.
But why as Majita, ne? You tend to keep quiet.
You know, I think it all goes back to that whole thing of the minute you as a gent become so vulnerable to somebody, you are portrayed or seem as if you are weak. Gents don't want to be seen like that.
Fair enough.
But now gents are vulnerable. But if I'm with you, I'm talking about myself now. If you and I are dating and I can't be vulnerable with you or to you, what are we doing?
My question is, as the girl, as your partner, right?
Yes.
Who are you vulnerable to if it's not me?
Who else? Am I going to go outside? Do you want me to go outside?
No.
Our problems must stay here.
Yes.
Exactly. I need to be myself in that relationship, man. I must be as comfortable as possible. I don't want to hold back anything. I don't do that.
Do you think the society itself is enabling guys to be vulnerable?
Now, yes. Now, yes, because especially because you know, with TikTok and Instagram, because I was actually on Instagram before TikTok.
Yeah.
And what I've realized that TikTok is more open, more free. People there are more expressive, and the fact that a lot of people are actually supportive. I think more gents are actually more vulnerable now. Because dude, I've seen so many guys actually opening up. There's this other challenge now. I saw it. It was a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it, where someone would post like a video. They're not saying anything, or they just post a picture and they say, "It's been 3 days. I haven't contacted her. How about you?" And then you read the comments.
Yeah.
Gents were jumping in on that one. Gents are jumping. Dude, let me tell you one thing. I can tell you, the tide has turned now.
You think so?
Men are the prize now.
I can
tell you, men are the prize now. The tide has turned.
How is men the prize? Like, funny enough, I had this conversation with friends last week.
Okay.
And they were like, men are the prize.
They are.
How are you the prize? Please make me understand.
Because I'm more aware of myself now. I know my worth.
And we don't.
We're talking about men now.
Okay, let me shut up.
You've always known your worth.
Okay, let me shut up.
You've always known your worth. But now we know our worth. Look at the challenge. Yeah, what do you bring on the table? No, man. That is all gone. We must Men are not only, yes, we're still the heads, we're still the providers, but you're not going to come here and tell me that, no, I bring myself to the table because I'm the prize. No. Who's going to pay the bills?
We are.
Yes, we are. That's what you're bringing in.
Right, you used to bring, it's a share entity though.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
You and I are on the same page. There were people back, okay, even still now, there's still people who still think that, no, men should provide, men should do this. A man, if I'm dating a man should buy my weave, pay for my nails, my transportation, everything. They must just provide. Men don't do that. Okay, not everyone, but men have caught on now. They don't do that.
I'm still waiting to convince me that you're the prize.
I don't believe in that whole 50-50, but there must be something you're also bringing to the table.
I think it's absurd thinking a relationship will work at 50-50.
No.
Personally.
No.
I think it's 100-100 and you make it work equally. But I don't think men are the prize.
I wouldn't go as far as 100-100, but days are not the same.
No, not days are not the same. True, days are not the same. But when I'm saying 100-100, we both need to want it work.
If we really want it to work.
Yes. We can't be in a relationship and one person has, putting all the efforts in. And I'm just sitting there thinking, hey,
but also
do it.
You need to understand we get into relationships for different reasons and for different missions, for different goals. But if our reasons or our reasoning behind being together are aligning, then we'll make it work.
True.
You are bringing whatever you were brought up with. I am bringing whatever I believe in and what I was brought. We are trying to make this thing work. You come from a different background from my background, but now we are trying to make this thing work. If you're pulling from your end against me, we're not gonna work.
Yeah, no. That's why the goal needs to be common.
It needs to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It needs to align.
100-100. I can't go left and you go right.
But then days are not the same.
True.
We can't both be on 100 every single day.
No. But effort needs to be there.
Effort.
Yes.
Very important.
100% of effort.
If I see your efforts, definitely I'll be encouraged. I'll be in it. I'll give it my best shot as well. But now if you're not putting any effort,
then what are we doing?
Then what am I? The weight is on my shoulders. I have to carry everything. No.
It's a lot, no?
We have to carry it together.
I see what you're saying. But I want us to talk about how do you actually monetize your content? Like,
do I monetize my content in South Africa?
Honestly, you can't look this good and not have some sense of penny coming into you.
Okay.
With your views.
Okay. Views don't pay. TikTok doesn't pay.
That I know.
Yes. So, brand partnership. I do a lot of that. I do emceeing. Like for instance, this past I was telling you off air that I just came back from KZN. So I was doing an activation in KZN with one of the departments that side.
All right.
And it was a beautiful experience. We're just showcasing the entire KZN, the beauty, the adventurous activities that they offer and everything. The beautiful beaches that it was amazing. I think that's exactly why I'm so tired. So yeah, I also have a brand.
Okay. There's something you do every November. I want us to talk about it coming up. But first, here's Brandon with Iman. It is the gift store as well as Brandon on this one. They sing Imali Malafbag at 16 just before it hits 11 o'clock on Something Brunchy. We've got a guest, a cute brunch date on Something Brunchy this morning. And he is going to talk about Majita. Guys, I asked you, can you please step into my office? I can see the voice notes are in. And the thing is, I think for us, Q, once you explain to me something like when I have to go out and I have to ask you, and you're like, I don't want you to go there. I don't understand why. The same way as having a male bestie.
Okay, wait. I'm not following your question.
I'm saying there are certain things as girls we ask.
Yes.
And then you will say, no, I'm not comfortable with that.
As my partner?
Yes.
Okay. You want to go out?
Yes.
Without me?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going out this, and chances are I'm not telling you, like I'm not asking, I'm telling you, I'm going out and I'm going with a male bestie. And you say, no, you're not going there.
I know that male bestie. I've chilled with that male bestie.
I don't know, chance not so much.
but I know your relationship. Dude, I want you to be yourself. Inside the relationship and outside the relationship. Remember, I fell in love with you. I went for you because you were yourself. You had a life before me. I want that life to continue. I don't want anything to, because now utlombora. Because now you're gonna be on my neck. You're gonna be on my too much on my face.
Yeah.
When I want to go out with Majita or whoever I'm going out with, I will tell you that, babe, I'm going out. Do you need anything? If there's anything that you need, I need to make sure that I leave you with everything that you need, so that you don't bother me. Do you understand? So that you don't bother me. And I actually posted a video. I think the video is still pinned, if I'm not sure. It's one of the videos I had on my TikTok.
Yeah.
Where I was going out with Majita. It was a Friday night, or Friday afternoon rather, and Unana had period pains. Obviously, I know what umuntu wami needs when she's like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Sharp, let me go get your medication. Text me, because I don't know the names of these pills that you take and whatnot. Is there anything else you need? No, chocolates, whatever. I sort that out so that you don't bother and tell me that I need you. I'm in pain. I sorted you out. I sorted your cravings. I sorted everything.
Yeah.
Let me go. But if there's an emergency, obviously you'll call me. I'm available. One thing I don't want you to do, come back home and tell me that, no, my battery died. No.
Hivo.
Did you not know that your phone was dying?
I knew.
You knew.
You know
that's an
what?
excuse. Don't tell me that, no, your phone died.
I need a 5-minute break.
You feel like, oh no, well, I say, look, I'm cool, silly, on chat. Like, you know, me, I feel I'm a fatty baby. You know what? I don't like this thing. And then I just give her the reason it's our outside at that idea. Or at least that way you're creating a communication channel between the two of you. Now and they has something. Although we are strict, HPV is around 2-3 I get frustrated because of so. Or at least the more for the reason was Sunday jealous tata and also a future category partner. Emotional intelligence, Ilona, it contributes a lot, because if you're dating someone like an emotional intelligence, or as well as well in terms of communicating and everything, because it will always backfire on you.
That's okay. The fact that the guys are ganging up on me is not cute this morning. Like, I get happy, and like, I get happy.
Why? What's making you unhappy?
Because you guys are ganging up on me.
Okay. We're ganging up on you.
Yes.
Are you against communication?
No, I'm not against communication.
What are you against?
Now my thing is, you need to also understand my point of view.
What is your point of view?
Of saying sometimes I couldn't communicate at that point.
Why?
Okay.
I move mountains for you. I move mountains for you. Why can't you?
So just that small thing.
Do you know how cute it is when your partner just makes you the center of everything and tells it, guys, hey, I need to call my man. My phone is about to die. I'm not saying throw tables off, but just make means to communicate with me and tell me that, listen, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what I mentioned to you, saying that it's not even about me thinking that you're doing something.
Yeah.
It's
about
just
safety.
It's about your safety. It's about your safety. A lot is happening out there. Don't get me worried for nothing, man. Because now the next time you say you're going out, I'm gonna, even if I say, okay, no, Sharp, I'll have this thing at the back of my mind to say, ish, you know what? Now there's this insecurity that is brewing now. I haven't communicated with you, but it's there. And then now something really happens now, and your phone, you get mugged or what? When I try to call you, your phone is off. Then what happens? It takes me back to
that other time.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, cute. Good, really. Good, really.
Communication is everything, man.
Okay, no, Shem, men are the prize. I give up. Men are the prize.
Oh, no, you agree?
I give up, Shem.
You agree, nah?
I can see it now.
Men know their worth.
Yeah.
The thing
There's
is, we
no
know
begging anytime.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can see.
The dating pool is already messed up.
True, it's a jungle.
We know what we want. If you're not bringing me what I want, I'm not gonna be there. I'll pack my stuff and leave. There's someone out there who is going to give me what I want.
It's
and what
crazy
I'm
that
looking for.
we both woke. Sorry to interject you, but it's crazy that we both woke. Guys are woke, girls are woke, and it's a plain field.
You've always been the woke ones. And we've been taking a backseat all along. Now's the time. We're back.
And you're fighting strong.
I know. Guns blazing. Guns blazing.
I feel the army ya Shaka Zulu.
I think also that's what frustrates you guys the most. The fact that now you think just because I'm communicating and telling you what I want, and I'm telling you what I don't want, and I'm standing up for myself, you're so frustrated because you're not used to it.
True.
You are used to being babied, nurtured, and. Now I also want to be nurtured. I also want to be pampered. Don't expect me to buy you flowers every now and again. I will buy you flowers when I want to buy you flowers. When I feel the need to buy you flowers. When I feel you're deserving to buy you flowers. But what are you? Okay, let's talk about our love languages. I'm very big on gifts, not only giving but also receiving. Yes, I show love. I'm very affectionate. I love affection, quality time. You understand? If you're not giving me those things, where am I supposed to get them?
But just like
I'm not necessarily, sorry for cutting you, sorry. I'm not necessarily saying when I buy you flowers, I'm expecting flowers. No, those are your flowers. But you know when you go shopping and you see a nice golfer, I'm big on golfers. You see and then you just buy it. How am I going to feel when you bring that?
Yeah. No.
Muntu wami. I would even brag to my friends. Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
It feels good, man.
It's sad that time is out. I have one question. Did you really date Babi?
She's actually here on the live.
Baby girl, did you guys really date? Did you guys really date?
Pabi is Nana. Period.
Okay.
Full stop.
Where can we get you quickly?
On social media, it's at Quanzah. Across all my platforms: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I have a Facebook page.
Okay.
It's at Quanzah across. But don't forget the H at the end. It's Quanza with an H at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
At least you just clarified that how fake.
For any work.
Welcome.
For any work, my email addresses are there. Across all platforms.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming to Something Brunchy.
Thank you for having me, man.
But also woke and understood that guys are truly the prize.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Well done.
Finally.